Fallout 3 and New Vegas are among some of the most loved games of all time, period. They're just so expansive and lovable, especially when compared to other games at the time. They were revolutionary, to be honest. I mean, compared to others, they delivered what people really wanted, a playing game which could have importance, or that's what most people say. Though it is true that they are both great games, both of them be amazing, they are at the same time both almost incompatible with each other. You can't compare them to one another very well in terms of gameplay and story and all that jazz. So, of course, that's why I'm here today. Today, I'm going to go in and take a look at why people debate over such a pointless topic people need. So, here it is. Now, obviously, story is probably one of the things that pops to mind when you hear Fallout. Or maybe it isn't, I don't know. Each their own, I suppose. But that's not one of the things that pops into my mind. I just needed to come up with some clever thing. So, but, wait, why are we talking about story? I mean, obviously, Freeze is better than New Vegas, right? Right? No. Though it is true that Free has its own storyline that's set from the start, New Vegas' storyline is a lot more free will. You can mold it into what you'd like with your decisions and your actions. Compared to Free, of course, this is a lot better. But that still doesn't mean that it's bad, it just means that New Vegas is... Anyways, how's it better in these terms? Well, in Fallout 3, you have about, let's say, which is, you know, a fair amount, I guess. Not really. Though it is fair that you have some decision out, 2 to 3 isn't very much to have. New Vegas has just so more. In fact, as a comparison, in New Vegas you can have over 100 endings, depending on your actions. Whereas in Fallout 3, you can have very few comparatively. I mean, yes, maybe, I don't know, 20 or so. I don't know exact numbers, I apologize. But New Vegas, with over 100, just beats it by a mile. There's no chance. Yet people still don't see why. Let's put it this way. There are a very few couple of major decisions in Fallout 3. There is what you are going to do at the end of the game. Spoilers, by the way. I apologize. Tim, put up an annotation, please. There's an ending. There's the ending decision of, what am I going to do? Am I going to do A or am I going to do B? There's am I going to do the good thing or the bad thing? Am I going to be a good guy or a bad guy? Not a whole lot, really. And of course, there's, I believe, 2 optional ones that aren't very important. And if I am correct, you just get someone a violin, and the other one is something regarding lasers, though, again, I haven't played it in a little bit. Anyways, compared to New Vegas, however, there's such a minuscule amount. In New Vegas, the game that I loved most out of the Fallout franchise, and you can free New Vegas to be own independent nation, but at the same time, you can kill the casino owners. You can You can make the Legion thrive. You can do all this stuff. So many different decisions. You can make the guard Camp Karen die out. You can make Good Springs thrive. You could do all this stuff, and that's already a lot more. I mean, it's just so much better. However, there is still, of course, room for debate. What do these actually do? I mean, are they really that important? Why are they important at all? I mean, your actions aren't really life-changing, per se. Well, in the eyes of a role player, of course, which I am not, disclaimer, it's obvious you want to have the best possible that you would lose when they want it the most. New Vegas, with so many different options, you can make that a reality. It's just there. You kind of just have it. It's nothing very important. You can't really change it over that. For that good thing, I want to do the bad thing. And even then, you don't want to search. And yes, with DLC, you can a little bit more, but even then, it's not really much. But what about the outcomes because of it? I mean, there has to be something, right? Oh, yeah. Only New Vegas is just a lot better in this, as you can imagine. In New Vegas, as I said before, there's over 100 possible endings depending on your decisions. And again, there's very few. Because of this, your outcomes are a lot more likely to be. And you have to think about what will happen if you do A. Will it affect B? Will it affect C? Etc. In Free, it's very linear on the path. It's kind of just there, really. You can. I mean, there's nothing really important. Now, true, if you really want to, make it how you want, you could mod it, but we're talking about the base game. Mods are a completely different spectrum. They're not very important as of the current session. Anyways, because of this, you think about your actions a lot more. However, in Free, you don't. You look at it and you go, I want to do this, I want to do that. Oh, I don't like that, let me go back. Your actions are so more important. They can affect A or B, they can affect B or C, they can do anything. Because of this, New Vegas is superior in every way. Well, in terms of story, at least. Gameplay is still something to be debated. Because there's no real way to say no to gameplay. Anyways, back on topic. It's very important that people realize that the story won't always be considered small in Fallout 3. Compared to Vegas, it's just nothing. It's minuscule. Yet people still debate. Of course, those weren't exactly the best points, but I can try. Anyways, the story is important, and New Vegas prevails. But what about gameplay? What about gameplay? And what about, everything else? Why do people like Free? Well, we'll talk about that later in a next time day with some great English. Anyways, thank you to people who are actually watching. Salutations for now. And next time, we are going to go ahead and discuss none other than the gameplay of Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and take a look at the differences.